Good morning, y'all. It's DP with DJ. And can you believe it? It is Saturday, February 28th. It's the last day of February. Unbelievable. And today we're supposed to get up to around 75. And of course, bipolar Betty. Tomorrow's March 1st. And it's going to be 35. So I believe bipolar Betty doesn't understand. Spring is supposed to start March 20th. Well, guess what, bipolar Betty? You can start a little early on that one. We would not be upset over that at all. You can bring spring to us anytime now. I think the whole country has had its fill of the fluffy white stuff. So bring it on. Bring it on. Come on, spring. So, anyway, I had gotten up at 4 a.m. yesterday, so by 9 o'clock last night, I was so close to sleep. So close. And, of course, the phone rings. Wakes me up. And, of course, they say, oh, well, go back to sleep, and hung up. But my brain had other ideas, and I was awake till almost 2 o'clock this morning. I would say that I slept in this morning because I slept until 7, but not going to sleep until around 2 a.m. I don't think that really counts as sleeping in, do you? I don't, but 5 hours of sleep was enough. I'm just hoping that tomorrow's weather doesn't bring on another headache. But we'll see. It is supposed to rain, but with it getting down that low, there's a slight chance it could go to ice and fluffy white stuff, even at 35 degrees. I hope not, but thank goodness I do not believe I have anything I have to get out and do tomorrow. So that is a plus. I would really love to be able just to sit for an entire day and not have no cooking, no dishes to do, no chores or anything, and just diamond paint for an entire day. But it probably wouldn't be the best idea. Slough off all responsibilities and just diamond paint. Sounds good in theory, but probably not a good idea. Of course, if you've diamond painted long enough, you understand you need to get up and take breaks. And I remember way back diamond painting for a solid 8 hours, and my back would be stiff, my legs would be numb. So I learned from experience the hard way, the school of hard knocks, to take breaks. Gotta take breaks. So now I make myself take breaks. Get up, move around. Excuse me for just a second. There we go. Nose is sniffling a little bit. And honestly, I think that's more allergies than anything. Because just a slight amount of dust and my nose will set sail. But I just finished reading the book of Acts this morning. And, oh, no, can't have that. You got a little tab on you. So, start the book of Romans tomorrow. So, looking forward to that. I really enjoy reading the Bible first thing in the morning. It totally sets the tone of my day. And I like it. So, anyway, been having an awful lot of ideas and thoughts on this instruction class, and I'm really thinking that possibly I'm going to need to extend it into, I don't know what you call it, like the next steps as far as diamond painting on a canvas, because if I were to do that, I've had a member of our diamond painting community offer to send me some 30 by 40 canvases, and that would be great. But that would also require I'd have to flatten them ahead of time, so that they would definitely be able to, excuse me, be able to work on them, and, right then and there, which that's no big deal. As long as I would have them ahead of time, that's absolutely no big deal. I could flatten them. My flattening process is, easily accessible to me, and I flatten many. In fact, all of my canvases stay there. I separate drills from canvases. I mark the drills, but they all are under my tote in my utility closet, in between foam boards, and that process works wonderfully for me. So that wouldn't be any problem to flatten them. And if anybody else would want to donate a 30 by 40 canvas for that project, that class, I would certainly welcome it, because at that point, for a second class, I wouldn't have the funds to get any projects that quickly. I only get to shop every 3 or 4 months with my budget. So if anyone would want to donate a 30 by 40 or 30 by 30, whatever, nothing bigger than a 30 by 40 though, I think that would be absolutely too much, too overwhelming for them. But anyway, and something that can be done without a light board, because these folks are beginners, and I don't want to overwhelm them with, well, in order to do this, you need to get this and this and this and this, because they are on a very fixed income. So I don't want to overwhelm them with, you need these accessories in order to do this. So keep that in mind if you would like to donate, because it needs to be something that they can easily do without all the accessories that the experienced diamond painter is used to having. But anyway, spring starts March 20th. Lately, it has felt like she's given us a sneak peek at spring, and then she turns around throws that fluffy white stuff all over on a bunch in the Northeast. That was not kind, Bipolar Betty. Those folks have had more than their share of fluffy white stuff. You can lay off of them anytime, please. When I hear that they have drifts, 8 feet tall, come on now, give them a break. I just do not want to see any more of that fluffy white stuff. I have got spring fever. Really want spring. I can't believe tomorrow is March 1st. And I'm hoping that next weekend I can take this short journey to go visit my son, my youngest son. But we'll see how that fares out, because weather does play a part in it, because I will have to drive to go visit. And I don't do well driving in rain, because my eyesight is not that great. I do not drive at night for the same reason. Everything just streaks, and when the light hits my eyes, it just streaks across the windshield. So I just don't do it anymore. Yeah, I do need new glasses, but I don't know that is really going to help that situation. But anyway, I found a place to get some coleus seeds, and this is very vibrant coleus, very colorful. So I'm not sure how they would actually fare here, because I would have to plant them in a pot outside. But I may try it. I would love to have some elephant ears. I really miss my I miss my gardens. And flower gardening in pots is not quite the same as having all your stuff in the ground and all through your yard. It's just not the same, but it's what I have to deal with, and I will do what I have to. It's just part of the changes in life that I've had to go through to survive and get my sanity and tranquility and peace back. And it's a small sacrifice, and I'll deal with it. Doesn't mean I have to be happy about it, right? But this little caterpillar is really turning out beautiful. I think it's just really doing well. Oh, these little, excuse me. These little frogs need to go back to the creek. They just need to go find another home. We need to send them down under the red-covered bridge with the gnome. That's what we need to do. Right, Star? They need to go under the red-covered bridge, and maybe the peacock can peck some sense into them. Tell them to leave everybody alone. Talk about story time. That is so funny. Excuse me. I love listening to story time, but I am not good at telling stories. On Joan's Feluck Friday live, It was Joan, Autumn, and Miss Southern Belle, and I think it was Miss Southern Belle who started the story. Joan continued, then Autumn, and I told him, this is exactly why I can't be on the panel. Story time. I am not good at telling stories. Joan says, we'll get you. Yeah, I am so not good at telling stories. It takes me, not on the fly, not that quick. I'm a thinker, so I would have to really think about it to do a story. I'm not good on the spot. So, but I've been thinking about the March event of gnomes and the collaboration with the red covered bridge. I'm trying to remember who she was collaborating with. I don't know if it's Ladybug, or Regina. I can't remember who she's collaborating with on the March event to combine the two and tell a story. So I do have a gnome, but I also have frogs that I could throw in there, and maybe throw the caterpillar in here. I don't know, because there are going to be flowers under that red covered bridge and around it. And who's traveling across that red covered bridge? That's another good question right there. My flower power lady is going to visit a friend. Oh boy, now I've got some ideas. I've got a lot that I could add to that story. Very, very interesting. Now my brains are working on that subject there. So I'm trying to figure out what my next project's going to be after this one, because I do have a few that I'm thinking I really want to do. And then when the framing materials get here, I need to finish framing my confession piece and get that shipped out to her. They have been very, very patient waiting for this project. And tell me if I'm wrong, folks. I really, really do not want to charge him for doing this for him. I want to do it as a blessing. And am I in the wrong in wanting to do that? I really enjoyed doing it for them. I made it personal. I made it very private between the two of them. You know, it's individualized. It's not something that anybody could just go and get and copy it, because it is definitely personalized to them. Excuse me. I'm trying really hard not to cough. Sometimes that doesn't work very well for me. And I decided I was going to use vitamin C drops to help keep my throat moist instead of cough drops, because this way at least I'm getting the vitamin C. And anyway, so what do y'all think about that? I really do not want to charge him, because they have been so patient and waited so long for this project. And from the beginning, I really did not want to be paid for it. But tell me what you think. And of course, you know, because I have prayed on it, and I really think the end result is I'm not going to charge them. because it's doing something that I truly enjoy, and the story that went with it really warmed my heart, and he's not in a good position, so I think this would be a big blessing for them to just do it, and not charge them, because it's the monetary part of it. The only part of that applies to me is just the supplies, but I don't even want to charge them for the supplies. But that's just me. Sometimes I have to ask for a little bit, but I think this time I could squeak by without it. Excuse me. All right, folks, I think I'm going to stop for there, because I can feel the coughing coming, and it's going to be a horrific one. So just be kind. Be kind in everything. When you're pumping gas, if somebody looks up at you, flash them a smile, say hi, tell them to have a good day, open a door for someone. There are so many kind gestures that are so easily done. If you want to see a change in the world, be the change you want to see. Lead by example. Show folks how it's done, because kindness is contagious. Just show them how it's done. And with that, I hope you all have a very blessed day. Stay warm, enjoy your day, and y'all come back now, yeah?